Russell Westbrook receives ovation from NBA World after Thunder game. The Sacramento Kings guard had another strong performance against his former team on Tuesday night. Russell Westbrook seemed to be out of options after declining his player option with the Denver Nuggets, as the future Hall of Famer ultimately signed with the Sacramento Kings. On paper, many would assume the Kings would not have been Westbrook's first choice, but by the end of free agency, they were reportedly the only team that had interest in him. On Sunday, Westbrook had a strong performance against his former team, the Los Angeles Lakers, and fell into a similar situation on Tuesday night. Westbrook earned his first start as a member of the Kings on Tuesday night while facing off against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Despite a Kings loss, Westbrook could not have been much more impressive against the franchise where he spent the first 11 years of his career. In the 107-101 loss, Westbrook finished with 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists on 6-16 shooting from the field and 4-8 from beyond the arc. Not only did Westbrook stuff that stat sheet as usual, but he has now made 4+ threes in consecutive games for the first time since his 2020-21 season with the Washington Wizards. NBA fans show love to Westbrook. After receiving far too much disrespect throughout the offseason, and frankly, over the past several years, fans warmed up to Westbrook after a strong performance against his former team. And the fact he was a free agent for so long, one fan said. He proving everyone wrong. They tried to say he should be out the league, another fan commented. They tried to count him out, a fan replied. They tried to convince us that he was going overseas 2 weeks ago, another fan said. Many fans had plenty to say about how the perception around Westbrook was that he was inching closer to retirement or signing somewhere overseas before signing with the Kings. Now, he is proving that he is still a starting caliber player and deserves to be in this league. And y'all said he was washed, didn't want to give the Brody a contract, one fan said. Y'all look dumb through these first 4 games. This is the player the Clippers and Nuggets just tossed away, by the way, another fan posted. Unbelievable. Sure, Westbrook had some mishaps in his first start as a King on Tuesday, but the 36-year-old point guard gets far less leeway than other NBA stars. When Westbrook makes a mistake, it is echoed around the league, while many stay quiet when he plays well. Westbrook's impact as a starter. The Kings slotted Westbrook into the starting lineup with Keegan Murray still sidelined, and even as the 6'4" point guard takes on more of a power forward role, he still found ways to shine. Doug Christie may have finally found his starting 5 until Keegan Murray gets back, Kings reporter Matt George posted. Russell Westbrook has been fantastic. Start Russ every night, one fan urged the team. Of course, not many people expected head coach Doug Christie to start Westbrook alongside Dennis Schroeder, but it was surprisingly effective for the Kings on Tuesday night. Westbrook started his night by shooting 3-3 from beyond the arc, and the Kings actually jumped out to a healthy lead over the defending champs. Of course, they ultimately threw it away, but this starting 5 was surprisingly effective. Westbrook received standing ovation from OKC crowd. Not only is Westbrook getting plenty of love online, but the Thunder crowd gave him a standing ovation in his return to Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook has played 13 games in OKC since getting traded from there and has received a standing ovation all 13 times, a Thunder fan posted, forever a franchise legend. Westbrook has received a standing ovation from the Thunder home crowd in every game back in Oklahoma City since getting traded in the 2019 offseason. The impact that Westbrook had on that franchise cannot be understated, and the city makes sure to always shower him with love whenever they get the chance. Westbrook has seemed to have found a good home in Sacramento, and while he is not making the MVP caliber impact he may have made in Oklahoma City, he is doing all he can to help this struggling team win games.